So yeah, it's still October and new products are released every week in the music tech space. So this week we have 3 brand new hardware devices. And we also have some major news from Microsoft for Windows music producers. Maybe you won't need to switch to Mac after all, or will you? Stay tuned to find out. And so the main story this week is Korg's new beast of a synth, the Multi-Poly. Clearly it takes inspiration from the legendary Mono-Poly with the color, the styling and the 4 oscillators. But make no mistake, it's a digital synth and it's the first one using Korg's next generation analog modeling technology, and their marketing describes it as a polyphonic modular system in a compact hands-on package. Multi-Poly is a beast with 60 voices of polyphony, 5500 modulation destinations, 4 layers so you can layer up to 4 sounds, East Coast, West Coast and wavetable oscillators.
And experience true organic timbral variation with its virtual voice cards. Explore advanced modulation features with Chaos Physics and Motion Sequencing 2.0, ensuring every performance is dynamic, expressive, and uniquely yours.
So a very deep and complex synth engine with massive possibilities, sporting those sexy wooden panels and a semi-weighted keyboard. So it's quite tempting, but considering it's a digital synth, do you think it's actually like a VST in a box? I mean, after all, earlier Korg synths that used the same 4 factors such as the OP6, the mod wave, the wave state, they were all released as plugins later on. So who knows, maybe this one will be released as a plugin as well. Music Radar's review was generally positive, but they had some criticism too. The compact layout means a lot of menu diving when setting up sounds, and despite some attractive wood paneling here, the general feel is lightweight and plasticky, which has become more noticeable as the launch prices of Korg synths have creeped up in recent years. So the price is 950 euros or $900, but it's still not shipping, it's just available for pre-order now. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. In our next story, Elektron have released Digitone II, improving upon the original Digitone with more tracks, more polyphony and an expanded sequencer among other improvements.
Introducing Digitone II.
It can sound like this,
or this,
or even like this.
So they market it as a multi-timbral polyphonic synth framed in a modular workflow. Its 16 tracks can be used for any of its synth machines or for MIDI, with 16 voices available across those selectable 4 synth machines. There's also an abundance of filters, modulation options, effects. It's a really deep instrument. It can definitely make some cool sounds, it's just that I never found Elektron stuff to be really super appealing, and reading through their subreddit, it seems that it's a device aimed more at actually programming your parts rather than playing them live. So that's not really my cup of tea, but if you find programming patterns on such a box appealing, you can get one for $1,000. Some major news from Microsoft of all companies, and Windows 11 will get its universal built-in low latency ASIO driver along with MIDI 2.0 support. So at the Snapdragon Summit they revealed this collaboration between Microsoft, Qualcomm, who are the makers of the Snapdragon chips by the way, and Yamaha, the company that owns Steinberg, who are in fact the creators of ASIO. Another major audio interface company, Focusrite, are also on board. So this new USB Class 2 ASIO driver will initially be available on the ARM-powered Windows laptops, the so-called Copilot PCs, but more importantly support for the regular Intel or AMD-powered computers will be added too. I say more importantly because at the moment no one really uses ARM-powered Windows laptops for music production. They were supposed to compete with Apple's M chips in terms of power and efficiency, but actually none of the DAWs work on them, and things don't really look too good for them considering AMD and Intel's latest chips seem to match them for power and battery life, with the major advantage that you can run any Windows application on them, including all DAWs. So it seems Qualcomm is really pushing for this to change, and app support on Snapdragon is actually coming. Popular DAWs such as Cubase, Nuendo, and Reaper are coming out with ARM64 preview versions this week, supporting Snapdragon-powered devices, and Reason will follow in 2025. Now, honestly, I can't help but notice that this list actually excludes the two most popular DAWs on Windows, and these are Ableton Live and FL Studio. So things are not looking that great. And with this universal Windows ASIO driver, there's no mention of if it will actually support the built-in sound chips on the PC, which is a huge oversight in my opinion, compared to macOS, where the built-in core audio driver gets you great latency performance, even with the built-in sound card. But the driver will be fully integrated in Windows by the end of 2025, offering a seamless plug-and-play experience, which is a step in the right direction. And we have more gear news, with Artiphon announcing the release of Orba 3, an update to their handheld synth/looper. The standout feature of Orba 3 is its built-in microphone, allowing users to sample their voice, sound effects, or any other audio directly into the instrument with no additional cables or devices required, and then make quick loops with its 4-track sequencer and built-in drums, chords, lead, and bass parts. Orba 2 had the ability to import samples from your phone, so you had to record the sample with your phone, and then what? It's much easier to use a beat-making app on your phone if you are on the phone anyway, but with Orba 3 you can skip the phone altogether. Overall, Orba is a musical toy. They lean on the lifestyle marketing a lot, and nothing wrong with that. It can be a gateway drug to music production for casual users and kids, but also works as a cool wireless MPE MIDI controller, and now version 3 also adds USB audio output. Price is $159 in dollars, which is kind of fair, but it's $199 in euros, which is a bit too much, to be honest. Alright, let's quickly check out some more stories from this week. So here's a cool synth that you can get for your iPad. Waldorf have ported their microwave plugin to Apple's mobile platform. The microwave-defined hybrid synthesis at its best, with its unique interpretation of wavetable synthesis combined with analog filters, and now Waldorf brings this magical instrument back into the hands of musicians with the release of Microwave One app for iPads. It can be used as a standalone app as well as the iPad OS AUV3 plugin format. Price is $14.99 until November the 3rd, and it will increase to $29.99 after that, so it's definitely worth taking advantage of that intro sale. Spitfire Audio has launched a subscription service called Labs Plus, building on their popular free libraries Labs, consisting of 102 packs in total. This includes the free ones as well, so paying only gets you access to 43 additional ones. And to be clear, the free ones remain free, but users aren't happy with the price. Early subscribers can get it for $8 a month or $80 per year. And some Reddit users point out that there are other sample subscription services that are better value for money, like Composer Cloud from EastWest or Splice.com. So that's all for this week's news recap. Let me know in the comments down below if you find this useful and enjoyable. And if so, of course, hit the like button down there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get more of these videos into your YouTube feed. And I will catch you later.